Enable notifications by ringing the bell.
Hello, everybody. My name's Nate. This is Nick, and this is Kyra. And today we're going to be doing some more honest trailers. The honest trailer that we're going to be watching today is Deadpool 2. So, I liked Deadpool 2. I liked it as good as the first one. How about you all? What did you think?
I thought that the first one was a little stronger, but I still don't think that by any means that the second one is not a great movie. So
That's fair enough.
Like, the first one was like an amazing 10 out of 10 movie. I think the second one was like a 9 out of 10. And the only reason I say that is just because I don't know if it was the initial new factor of getting to see Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, but all of the comedy just landed so hard and with such a good pace in the first one for me, that the second one felt like they reused a couple of jokes that just didn't hit as hard the second time, in my opinion, and B, just the pace of it felt a little more I guess stretched out than it did in the first one, so you weren't getting that constant Deadpool quips every few minutes that were just making you laugh your butt off for the whole movie, and love it.
I understand that. How about you, Kyra? What'd you think?
I guess I feel like I did like the first one a little bit better, but it was still second one was still a great movie. I love dang it, I forgot the name of the
pull
kid.
the mic a little bit closer to you.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was saying I forgot the name of the main kid, but I loved
Russell,
yeah. But also I don't know very much about Deadpool or anything, so I shouldn't
After
say
the
anything.
fact, when we watched Nostalgia Critic 2, I did actually, he made me think about a couple of things that I didn't think about originally, the fact that, the movie doesn't have, a 100%, villain. Was kind of neat, and then if you just think about the way they wrote it compared to how most of the superhero movies go, it was actually pretty unique. So I was kind of that's a good point about that.
Yeah.
So still an awesome movie.
Oh yeah.
Just if you were gonna be hey, if we're gonna watch a movie right now, would you rather watch Deadpool 1 or Deadpool 2? I would probably be Deadpool 1.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
But we should watch 2 after if we have time.
Well, well, yeah. For me, the reason I like personally I like the second one better is because, like you said, the whole not a real defined villain aspect. Which the first film, Francis was a good villain. He was a good villain. Ajax was actually a pretty damn good villain, and he had Angel backing him up as well. But for me, having Josh Brolin there, I think when you said the pacing was off, the reason I think the pacing was off is because where you're throwing in Cable, you kind of have to knock the pace back a little bit to kind of endure the origin stuff with him and also get the deeper details on his story, which I don't mind the change of pace to some degree. I mean, I love Deadpool's spitfire, constant array of comedy, but honestly, I just like the second one better because I thought the action was a lot better blocked. I thought that the comedy hit just as well. And also, that mid-credit scene. Perfect. You could not have done that any better. Giving Deadpool time travel ability, holy hell. That actually both makes total sense and is completely ridiculous. And that's why I love Deadpool so much.
I was about to say, well, it's Deadpool.
Yeah,
so.
It's Deadpool. It's Deadpool. He's Deadpool. The merc with the mouth is back again.
He follows no rules.
No. Rules? What are rules? Deadpool? No, fucking no. That's pretty much what he says. So, all right. Honest Trailers has released a new Honest trailer. Or rather, I should say the Screen Junkies have released a new Honest trailer. This time for Deadpool 2. Once again featuring Deadpool, who was in the first Deadpool Honest trailer. So, let's get it on screen, and let's give it a watch.
After Deadpool 1 came out of nowhere and made everyone lose their f***ing minds, a sequel will rise that's just as good, if not better, making audiences everywhere say, this one's good too. It's like having a surprise party, but this time it's not a surprise, and it came 3 weeks after a funeral. Deadpool 2.
Still too soon.
In a world where...
Wait. Hold the door. Hit the brakes. Cut.
Deadpool?
No, it's Banksy. Would you like to buy a painting? Yes, it's fucking Deadpool. Let me guess where you're going with this one.
In a world where blah blah Disney, blah blah TJ Miller, blah blah blah, pretending to give a shit about Shatterstar.
Hey, that is not what... Yeah, you're right. That's pretty much what we're gonna say.
Why the fuck are you even doing Deadpool 2? Listen to your commenters and tear Coco a new asshole already.
But Coco's a really sweet movie.
And Deadpool 2 isn't? Alright, nuts. Hit it, Blind Al.
What's happening?
Is he gonna honest trailers?
That's awesome.
From whatever internet company owns them this week, comes a YouTube format that's been chugging along for 6 fucking years. Even though everyone knows they peaked at Frozen. Think it's time to let it go, man. Honest Trailers. The Honest Trailer. In a world where comic book movies are actually fucking great these days, no evil shall escape my sight. Well, most of them. Watch these nerds find one logic gap and pretend like it ruined the whole movie.
Well, actually, if Cable changed the future, he wouldn't have to travel back in the first place?
Good point.
No, you pedantic horse cock. It's a movie about a cyborg cartoon with huge pouches and tiny feet. Stop pretending it's the real world. Revisit all the classic Honest Trailer tropes, like the part where they just say bubes for no reason.
Actually, we kind of moved away from that.
Smart choice. The part where their slower fans keep requesting trailers for movies that are still in theaters, unlike Deadpool 2 Super Duper Cut, available now on Blu-ray and digital. And the starring section, which actually isn't bad, but my movie did it way better. Like, half of yours are just bad puns.
Joe Pepsi, Gary's niece, Beverly Hills Club, Helen Rearview Mirren, Carlise Theron. Oh yeah? Well, you stole our Jesus joke.
Don't talked about in the same sentence as Jesus. Passion of the Christ, then me.
Deadpool is the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time, except for Jesus. That I said.
On our video.
I do not need to be here. I could be playing Fortnite with Drake, Ninja, and Mike Pence right now.
Sorry, my bad. Carry on.
Sorry.
Have you ever heard of Dead Horse? That made me all kinds of turgid.
I don't know. Seemed a little harsh. I mean, we have been nominated for 3 Emmys.
Wait, what? 3 Emmys? Oh, come on. This is a f***ing outrage. We're done here.
Wait, don't go. He'll be back for Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
Got more flavor than Fruit Stripe gum. This is the Purple Walrus Volcano nightclub. You and your ham sandwiches are welcome. I'm yelling words. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. What is a king to a god?
What is a god? Epic, actually.
What is God to a non-believer?
Yeah, that's a I forget what that's from. I think Vegeta said it. I think Vegeta said, or maybe it was Kanye West. I forget. That's an odd reference.
Could have been either one. But yeah, that was not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Was that actually Ryan Reynolds?
Yes, it was.
Hell yeah.
Ryan Reynolds. They contacted Ryan Reynolds to do the first one, and he was just like, flip yes. And they asked him to do the second, and I guarantee they asked him to do the second one. He's just like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll ask for a yeah. I will do it again. It's like that's what it was. It was like, he's like, I don't know, guys. We did it the first time, and it was fun, but what new can we do? And then they're like, you can honest trailers. Let's do it. I guarantee that's how it went.
Either that or it was Ryan Reynolds. So he was like, yeah, I'll do it, but this time we're going to honest trailer you guys. And they're just like, what? And he's just like, you heard me.
It's like, that's right. You are now honest trailering honest trailers. Welcome to the honestception.
Because it's such a Deadpool thing to do.
It is.
It really is. Like,
What's there to say?
Like destroying the fourth wall and everything. Like definitely.
No, everyone's always saying Deadpool's destroying the fourth wall. Meanwhile, Deadpool's just saying, "What fourth wall?"
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, what's there to say? What's there to say about that? It's just like, holy shit. Just like, holy shit, does the fourth wall even exist to Deadpool? And Deadpool just like keeps steamrolling through, no problem. So, honest trailers doing what they do best and making us laugh, and Ryan Reynolds doing what he does best and playing Deadpool. Sure as hell isn't doing any good work playing Green Lantern, that's for sure. Should have been Nathan Fillion.
Even he knows that. No need to keep poking him about it.
I know. Heck, he poked the ultimate fun at him
Yeah.
over it in the mid-credit sequence. It's just like him looking at the script.
Nobody can make better fun of someone than Ryan Reynolds, and especially himself. So.
He's just like, you're gonna go far, kid. And then Deadpool looks at the camera and says,
"Trust me,
you're welcome,
we're the
Canada.
best."
You're welcome, Canada." And then he kills X-Men Origins Wolverine's Wade, shoots him in the head, and then keeps shooting him. He's like, "Oh, don't mind me, just cleaning up the timelines." So, you're looking jacked. Just saying.
For real though, like if the new Aquaman turns out to be good, and then if they actually cast Nathan Fillion to be Green Lantern, like I would probably be willing to be like, all right, I'm willing to overlook the, couple of duds you did at the beginning of this DC universe.
Well, yeah,
run.
yeah,
And this is pretty cool now.
If there's one thing I will say, it's that friggin' I know people are always going to defend the DC cinematic universe, in which Wonder Woman was good, very good. I liked Wonder Woman a lot. You all haven't seen it yet.
No.
And that's something I think we'll have to do for Masterpiece Theater.
I want to watch it because
You just agreed that it was good, but we both haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's like that. I've not heard anybody say that it was not good. So I mean, like, clearly it's got to be good, I guess.
Well, no, there's people who have come up with legitimate criticisms for it. I believe Wyndham actually came up with a criticism for it that I actually heard, and I was like, huh, I didn't think about that. That's true. And there's other YouTubers out there who've like torn it asunder with a few glaring plot holes, but overall, it's still a kick-ass movie. Like, massively kick-ass. I mean, Wonder Woman in World War I kicking ass. What else can you say outside of that is not recommended war attire. Her outfit, that is not recommended war attire. And she just looks at me and goes, "For you, maybe." You don't want to see me in the Wonder Woman garb. I've seen Braun Strowman in the Wonder Woman garb. I'd rather not again. God. He did that as a Halloween prank. He lost a bet and he had to go to a Halloween party dressed as Wonder Woman. It was hands down one of the weirdest and most like brain-breaking pictures I've ever seen in my entire life.
I bet he had a special order that costume to be able to squeeze his beefiness into it.
Probably. Because, hey, Braun Strowman, 6'9", 385 pounds. What's there to say other than, damn. Just damn. Like, he could stand up in this room and his head would go through the ceiling. Literally. Like, his head would be poking through the drop ceiling and he'd just be like, you got a dead rat up here? And I'll just be like, God dang it, that's another one. Not really. We don't have any rats.
At least not that you know of.
That I know of.
I was about to say
You've not lived here all that long.
No, I've been here 4 months, and it's
Where does the damn cheese keep going?
It's like, and all of a sudden I hear Ben yell from upstairs, "In my tummy!" And I'm just like, "Shut up, Ben!" And he's just like, "Make me." And I'm like, "I'll take your wrench away." He's like, "You do, you die." And I'm like, "Okay." But yeah, this was fun. Honest Trailers always does good work, and then this one, Ryan Reynolds did his thing as always. Playing Deadpool, which I think it's going to be a while before people see anyone else other than Ryan Reynolds playing Deadpool. If Ryan Reynolds gets too old to play Deadpool,
I don't know that I ever would.
You don't know if you ever would cast somebody else playing Deadpool?
No, like it's too good, and
well, as time goes on, you never know. I mean, they've recast Spider-Man 3 times.
There's always the chance that like currently in Hollywood, I can't think of someone else that I would be like definitely I would give them a shot at it. Off the top of my head, anyways. If I sat down and thought about it for a while, maybe I could come up with somebody, but like maybe someone else will come along that it's like they would actually be a good successor.
Well, yeah,
but
I mean,
as of right now, I don't really see it. Like, I don't see anybody topping that.
Well, if all things were possible, I could actually see this. This will be a stretch, but I think he could do good with it because of how quick-witted he is. Donald Glover as Deadpool, because he's got the snappiness to him. Because I've seen his comedy specials, and he is quick. He's quick-witted, very quick-witted.
Yeah.
And he could just be like, so the other day I was thinking to myself, you know what I want? I want a remake of the United States of whatever, but instead it's the United States of Deadpool.
I mean, there's actually funny potential there because the fourth wall breaking wise, he can like make jokes about the fact that it's like, I know everybody's mad right now because Deadpool switched colors, but you know what? Fuck yourself.
No. He's like, it could be, I know people are mad that Deadpool switched colors, but let me be honest, magenta is my thing. That's just how I roll.
Yeah,
guys.
Something like that.
Yeah, just offhanded. Just hilarity. That's what I love about it.
I don't think I would be mad if that happened, honestly. Like,
I don't care.
I could be okay with that.
I mean, hell. If they can. If they can turn Hermione Granger black. I mean, who knows? In like Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, the stage play, Hermione is black.
And I mean, James Bond as well. So.
Yeah, Idris Elba. I think Idris Elba would make a killer James Bond. Like people out there say, "Oh, people are upset just because he's black and all this." It's like, no, actually most people don't give a shit. Yeah, you've got a few trolls online saying something just to get a rise out of people.
You always have those people that are just going to be pissed off because they're like, "You can't just do that," and I'm just like, "It's fiction. You can totally just do that."
Yeah, literally anything you want. But well. So,
but you also got to think about it from the perspective of like, what if it was reversed? Like, if it was reversed, people would be pissed. So, I mean, there's always going to be somebody that's pissed.
Actually, not going back to Donald Glover, but Donald Glover actually had a very funny thing because back in the day, Donald Glover was actually in the running to play Spider-Man, and I actually would have been cool with him playing Spider-Man because I think he would have done great work. And he posted on Twitter, and he's just like, all right, guys, I'm throwing my hat in the ring. I'm gonna commit right now, and I'm gonna try and play Peter Parker in the upcoming Spider-Man movie. And he said pretty much how it went down the line. There was a split in the comment section. Most people were like, "Good luck, Donald. You're gonna kill it." The other side were like, "He's black. Kill him!" And
damn, man.
And all of a sudden he didn't reply to any of the comments except for one. And it went a little something like this. He's just like, "Oh, we're just going to make Spider-Man black now? We're just going to make Spider-Man black? We're just going to make Spider-Man black now. Is that it? We're just going to make Spider-Man black? Well, how about we have Michael Cera play Shaft?" Donald Glover went, yes. I would go, bro. He's like, could you imagine Michael Cera playing Shaft? It's like all of a sudden you hear the news like, and then you see like somebody walking down the street and somebody goes, "Hey, Shaft, what's going on?" And all of a sudden you see Michael Cera go, "Oh, nothing. I'm just gonna go smack around some hoes. I'm just gonna go smack around some hoes or something." It is awkward. It is ultimate awkwardness. Donald Glover said, "I'd go broke. I'd go broke watching Shaft. I'd like show up with $3 in my pocket, and be like, please, just one more ticket for Michael Cera as Shaft, please." And I'm just like, yeah, I'd probably do it too because I could imagine that. Actually, I want to see that. I want to see Michael Cera play like Shaft or Black Caesar or Slick. Sweetback's badass song. I'd like to see him as Sweetback. That'd be hilarious.
Also, like, I mean, I already respected Donald Glover, but, like, bonus respect points for not immediately replying to that and being like, you can't whitewash stuff.
Well, yeah,
Like-
because Donald Glover, he's just a funny guy. He likes to tell jokes and be funny.
It's like, my opinion is, like, it's fiction, like, it's possible to enjoy something no matter what happens with a character, like, you know, however they're written, like, race-wise, you know, gender-wise, like, whatever, like, there's entirely too much rage over things that are just there to be entertainment, like, because they try something kind of new, you know? And I mean, sometimes they try it and it doesn't work. Sometimes they try it and it works fine. Like, you can't just get mad before you've seen the attempt.
Well, people can, and they do, because
well, I mean,
because to them, oh God,
you can, but I don't recommend
you offend
it.
my sensibility.
You can get mad, like, that's your right, but, like, I don't recommend it. Like,
No.
I recommend at least giving something a shot before you're like I'm gonna give, you know, like, Black James Bond a shot for sure. Like,
why not?
you know, like, I love James Bond. Like,
I do too.
if he does a good job, then I'll be like, yeah.
I'd
Well,
kind of like to see that.
Well, and here's one thing. Here's one thing that I see people talking about and everything nowadays. I keep seeing people talk about people often get themselves too wound up into something, and they, instead of letting others have their way of interpreting something, instead, if you don't interpret it the exact same way I did, you are literally Hitler and Satan. That's literally what it is. That's literally all it is. And it's pretty much just a gigantic finger pointing thing of just like, it's just like this one person recommended an Undertale fanfic that they wrote, and it was just a cross fiction with them and Sans. That's it. It was just them and Sans getting together, and I'm like, I'll be honest, personally, to me, I don't see Sans actually really getting involved with anybody, because he's a skeleton, and honestly, he's married to the game of telling terrible jokes. That's just who he is. And like, it's like, well, it was a cute story and all this and all that, but I just didn't find it entertaining.
Then you got went the fuck off on?
No, like, all of a sudden, it was just like, I had went in their house, dropped my pants, took a massive shit in the middle of their living room, picked it up, used it as a crayon to write on the walls, went upstairs, shot both of their parents in the head, came back downstairs, stomped the dog until it died, drowned the cat, ate the goldfish, stole the car, crashed it through the front of the house, and then I went up to them and pretty much like did horrible things to them.
Hashtag your fanfic is shit.
And then did horrible things to them, and then wiped, and as I've heard some people put it, wiped my dick off on their grandmother's drapes, which
I've not heard that before.
And I was just like, the way this person responded, I actually sat there and read through it 5 times, because it was 7 paragraphs of how I was wrong and the worst human that had ever existed, and I'm just like, this person's existence is both sad and ultra interesting at the same time. How can this person exist? Here's the proof of it on the internet.
Yeah.
That's why I love the internet. I both love the internet and hate the internet at the same time.
There's some characters on the internet for sure.